So hello, it is May 8th. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm 81.
It is about 12:30 in Victoria, and we're going to give a short report about our day yesterday on Friday, May the 7th. So we were delighted and surprised on May the 6th when the pain and symptom management / palliative care clinic that Arta was waiting for an appointment at called and gave us an earlier appointment today. We were expecting to go on May the 20th, and here it is, May the 7th, and we got an appointment. So we thought we would just give a report on the conversation that we had today with Dr.
Gustafson Vickers.
Yeah, and I'm having a hard time remembering that, so that's why.
First name Sabrina.
Sabrina, thank you. So Arta and Rebecca went to the visit together, and I listened by Zoom since I'm in quarantine of sorts in BC because I just arrived. So Rebecca and Arta were in person and I was on the phone. We had a list of things we wanted to ask about, just to show you, and notes that we had given up to here for the doctor. And at the bottom are Rebecca's responses. Oh, thanks. Arta's recognizing that we're getting low on power, so I'm going to plug us in. Okay, great. Okay, so what I'm going to report on today is not so much the update of the information we gave the doctor, but of the important questions she asked Arta and of the information that she shared that Arta wants to share with the rest of you. Is that
it's good? Spot on.
Yeah. So let's start with that, and then at the end we can talk about like your symptoms and what the doctor is doing to adjust medications now and to help you feel the best that you can. So I want to start out by saying that the team there is lovely, and the doctor spent a lot of time with you again today. She asked two really important questions that we would just want to answer for everybody today. She asked a very important question. I loved how she asked it. She said that when she had identified with Arta, that Arta understood what was going on and that she has a cancer that can't be cured, she asked Arta the following question: what is the most important thing to you with the time you have left? And she didn't offer any amount of time. She just wanted to know, with whatever time is left, what is the most important thing to you? And I wrote down Arta gave three responses to that question. She said that the most important things to her was to get the stories of her ancestors up on her blog. Number two was that she wanted to make sure that her finances were in order and cleaned up so that that piece of her legacy is finished. And she wanted to finish recording her own life story. Yeah. Did we get that right?
That's what I'm saying.
And Dr. Gustafson Vickers gave all those things a word. She said, those are all things about your legacy. And I thought that was a really great word that she used and summarized very well the things that Arta is interested in right now. And that's like leaving a record of the things that are important about her, a legacy for us. So we just share that with the rest of you. So we're going to be working on figuring out what that means in the coming days. She had offered us, I'll just say that she offered us a tool to record videos, and that made me and Rebecca laugh. because we said, well, maybe what we'd rather do is just share with you Arta's blog. And we gave her Arta's blog, the Large Haven blog, and she said, oh, I'm going to go and check it out. So that was fun. We'll see at the next meeting next week if she actually has done it. Okay, so that was the first question. The second question she wanted to ask Arta was the following. She said, do you have a sense of what's going to happen for you moving forward? And she meant by that, do you want to know how things may go from here? And Arta's immediate reaction was, yes, be blunt. She wants to know what the doctor can share in a very straightforward manner. So I'm going to read from here Rebecca's notes, because I like her notes a bit better than mine. But we'll just share that. Okay, so this is Rebecca's notes, which I like. So Dr. Gustafsson Vickers gave two scenarios, A and B. So this is what she told us. She said, normally there are kind of two different trajectories with people who have cancers that are not, that we're not trying to cure. She said the first scenario, and that you're probably going to maybe experience one or both of these. She said the first scenario, A, is that many people start with having symptoms, pain, nausea, fatigue, decreased energy, poor appetite, and that most of these symptoms, when you're on trajectory A, we'll call it, are managed by their team with medications, and that they can be managed. The goal is to manage those symptoms and to allow you to do things that are important to you. So that's trajectory A. She said about that in trajectory A, things change a bit more slowly, and they might change you might see small changes week to week.
Well, they may change fast.
I'm reading off your notes. Okay.
Oh,
changes.
Scare.
That's the levity part when we were talking about the
Go back to
hard
that.
things. Okay. Anyways,
Maybe
in
she would like to
trajectory A, do you want to speak to trajectory A? No.
Levitating.
We're going to get to the funnies at the end.
This might become an outtake.
Yeah, this might, but it probably won't. Anyway, back to trajectory A. Things change slowly, week by week. And you might find slowly that you need more help. And during this period of time, they have home care nurses that will come and help to put things in place that will allow you to have more support as you feel more tired. So that's trajectory A. Trajectory B is when there are more sudden changes, where the body can't actually recover or rally as fast as before. And in this stage, I think I'll read off my notes. You might notice things like you're much more fatigued, you have much less energy, and maybe you start to have no appetite. And these things can also change week to week, but at this point, things generally are more steady and rapid in decline. She said, definitely in this period of time, you'll need more help doing everyday things. And definitely at that point, you need a home care nurse to be coming to help at home with just regular daily things. She said that usually people will sleep more because they're trying to conserve energy. So she said you may find eventually in that trajectory that you get too weak to get out of bed, and then changes become obvious day by day, that you're sleeping more and maybe not eating or drinking. And then that's near the end. So that was the two trajectories, and Arta just wanted to share those.
She was confusing on the two trajectories when she talked, because what Kath just said there was actually one trajectory. The trajectory would be stable for a long time, and then the changes go rapidly towards the end. And the other trajectory, as I understood it, was you get sick and the sickness takes you out because your body can't recover. And so then that can be fast, but through like a pneumonia, bronchitis, something that isn't actually the cancer.
COVID maybe.
Right.
Yeah, so I was thinking that maybe our strategy for people coming out to take care of Arta is for no one to get vaccinated. So we'll just keep it, well,
We started another video by saying we're live. So this one could be.
And then Arta said, that wasn't very nice. She wanted to remind us
So
that when we
judgmental.
watch this, yes, later we might not be live, and why did we start like that? That was, and then we laughed hard, but it was also not very funny too. Okay, yes, this conversation was also had where there is a chance that things could change suddenly. So I think that was the one trajectory, is you could go along and slowly get more tired and become more sleepy. The second trajectory is that there's always a chance, and I might add for all of us, that something can suddenly change where our body can't rally, can't take care of itself.
Yeah, Doral had a chance to go at that already.
Yeah, like
We
last
saw
summer, Doral,
that.
thanks. You showed us that trajectory about sudden changes, how that can be kind of scary. And Richard, he had his go at that too.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, anybody who's had a pulmonary embolism.
I brought a plane down, but I was actually okay.
Yeah.
So I think the message I took from that was that we can't predict what's going to happen, and things may go slowly, may change slowly over time, but things can also change suddenly. And she just wanted us to be aware, like those are both trajectories that she sees. So, okay, now let's not go to a different question. So that was question 2. Question 3 was a question about what do you want to do, Arta, and where do you want to stay? What's your idea for where you want to be, what location you want to be in during the period of time that you have in front of you? And she offered kind of 2 big category options. One is some people stay at home, and the other option is some people choose to go into hospice care. And the difference being at home, obviously you're surrounded by your family, but much of the care then is taken care of by your family or by people that you either in the public system that are coming to help you or that you hire to come in and help you. Versus hospice care, where you would go sort of like into a hospital setting where you would have 24-hour-a-day nursing care. So I don't know if did you want to comment on that? Because we didn't really she just opened the possible options.
I pretty well knew inside that I prefer to be here in Victoria, where I'm just a 7-minute ride to the hospital, to any hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And I have great cancer care,
mm-hmm.
and I have other care in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So for my last thoughts about where I would like to be, I would like to be here and probably not out of the lake. Now, if things go wildly out of our best vision and I get to go out to the lake, that'd be just great for the summer. But it would require a 10-hour drive out there, 3 days there, 10-hour drive back. That's a lot of stress and pain to put on a body that's already having to fight its way into good health.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that's not a really good idea. I think I'd rather Skype with people who are at the lake, and those who can make it here, that's great. I'd love to have their company.
And Zoom is good.
And Steve and Rebecca are fabulous hosts. They never want anybody to. They hardly ever. They don't want anyone to do dishes or to go get the groceries, or they just want you to bunk in with them and enjoy our time together. So I hope people can believe that. I do.
Yeah. So I think that's our goal then, is to work towards that, making that the reality. So that may help other people as you're kind of making your own plans, like what's the most likely scenario? And if things change, they may change day by day. That
Yeah.
you may change your plans again, but for the moment, that's what you're thinking.
Catherine's staying here till the 15th, and then nobody should not come, and then grieve that they didn't come when they could have come. So it's just better, think about it. Come while I'm not too sick, because things could change in an instant, and you could just be dead from pneumonia in 24 hours.
Yeah.
So
I like that idea, and
Of them being dead in 24 hours from
no,
pneumonia?
not that idea, please. I like the idea that
you're
things.
still mad about what I said about your family.
No, I'm not. But people will have to watch the other video if they want to
Get the joke.
learn the joke. Yeah. No, I'm not mad, but it was pretty funny. I think I laughed the hardest. I like the idea that you're suggesting, which is if people want to come, it's in some ways better to come like while you're well and can visit and enjoy each other's company than to come when we're in that period of decline where maybe you're really tired and spend most of the day sleeping. So now you've had a great week and you're up and active and doing things. So just so people know.
And I don't mind if people do dishes. I'm okay with that.
Or go do groceries or clean up. Yeah.
Or learn the name of Dr. Sophie Gustafson Vickers.
Yeah, that's good.
She's going to help us a lot.
So I think that's, do you have anything else you want to tell in this video? Because I think that's probably enough.
That's good. Thanks for watching.
Well, I guess we'll say good night.
Good night.
We're not done yet. We forgot that we had two really important parts of the day we wanted to share. So the first one, why don't you take it away with the, it's hard sometimes when we're in these appointments and we're getting asked very important questions like, what do you want to do with the time you have left? And maybe we get a little bit emotional. And then
when we do, we have code words. For example, one is, I don't want to have sweaty eyes. This may mean I don't want to cry. Doctors very often say, I'm going to take that. Is that okay? I want to use that. But we haven't put it up into the blog post. The other is that I'm part of a study that collects fecal matter and then examines it.
The study doesn't collect the fecal matter. Catherine gets to collect the fecal matter.
Because Arta at the oncology visit was invited to participate in a study, and she gladly agreed to participate in any study to help for science.
So now I call it the poop group.
Yeah. So you might all know now that Arta is part of a poop group that is use of the BC Cancer Clinic guided PERC tool in the identification and management of pancreatic enzyme insufficiency and pancreatic cancer, aka the poop group. So I've been volunteered to assist with the collection, and I tried to invite her to disengage from this study, but she's committed to it. So there we go.
Here's the trouble.
It's a shitty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Exactly.
It's going to happen on my birthday. Oh.
She wants to do the collection on her birthday.
You'll help.
I will. All right.
Thanks, everyone.